What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty video. Rule number 1, if you're going to live in Minnesota, do not get blue balled by 2 to 3 good weeks of weather, because you are destined to be, I don't know, disappointed. It's quite cold out, so you've caught me in my best, I don't know, Joel from The Last of Us cosplay. Let's just hope there's no golf clubs around here, huh? Getting into list 1. 10 tips every Diamond Dynasty player needs to know. It's a series I've been doing the last 2 years, finding stuff that, doesn't necessarily cover an entire video. So a nice accumulation of a bunch of things that is really going to help you out in the early year, whether you're an experienced or a newer player. That being said, leave a like. That being said, subscribe to the channel. We hit 53,000. It seems like we're hitting another 1,000 every couple days. I mean, good lord, you guys are really crushing it. Keep doing so. Really appreciate it. Prince Fielder gameplay is coming tonight. You see the stubs. I am willing to exercise my power with those bad boys. Getting into this one now. First thing that I want to talk about is something that seems to be brand new this year. I'm not sure if you guys have been made aware of it or not, but you can actually have duplicates of a player on your team in certain instances. For example, right here, you can see we have this silver reliever, Pedro Martinez. I believe he's from a silver pack in the first inning program. And you can also have this 88 overall Pedro Martinez, and you can pitch with them in the same game. However, this doesn't work in every case. For example, we have the 88 German Marquez from the team Affinity. You can't have both that and the live series available at the same time. Let's take this Tops Now Yermin Mercedes. You also would not be able to have both of those in effect at the same time. So it's kind of weird. I think it only works for starters and relievers. I'm not sure why it works, but for the time being, it does. Is this going to help you that much? Maybe. Yeah, so if you want to run 2 Pedro Martinez, that's about the extent of what you can do right now, at least to my knowledge. I want to talk about this one. I'll admit I'm not exactly sure how it works yet, but I know that there is a glitch as far as parallels go that you could have witnessed for yourself, could have experienced. But take this for example. Look at this Will Smith right here on my bench. Will Smith, as you can see, is at parallel 1 or green parallel, however may you, and we are actually quite close to parallel 2. Here's the thing though. I have used, horse face is in the way again there. I've used him in 1 plate appearance, 1 at bat, online. Now, I'm not the best at math, being out of school a couple years, but even I can do this basic arithmetic. Being as you earn 10, parallel XP per plate appearance, and he has 1, how exactly is he nearly parallel 2 already? Good question, Gomes. I'm not exactly sure. That's where the glitch falls into place. The same has happened for Charlie Blackmon, who, again, spoiler alert, hasn't even gotten a single plate appearance for me. Yet he is also almost at that 1250 needed parallel XP for parallel level 2. Tongue twister. So I'm not sure. This is what I would say. Of course, parallel does transfer to all modes. It transfers to Battle Royale and whatnot. So what I think that you guys should do is maybe create a new squad that you would play for Conquest or whatnot. Not necessarily your ranked season squad, but you could do it for that as well. And throw some of your favorite BR cards on there. Maybe a Miguel Sano. And see if this works for you. Let me know if you do find this or you've already experienced it and have kind of wondered, how the hell do I have this guy paralleled already? And for now, it seems like you are kind of able to glitch your way into parallels a little bit. Pretty interesting. A major issue plaguing MLB 21's launch thus far. Not the servers being slower than Albert Pujols. If you chopped off 1 leg, the other foot, he got stung by a bee 6 to 8 times. It is Stubs miraculously disappearing from, well, your inventory stub counter, whatever have you, where you might have noticed this. For example, if you were to place a buy order, we'll just have it on Jason Dominguez here, and if you were to cancel that buy order, what's been happening to myself and a lot of other people is it just eats your stubs even after you cancel the buy order. You don't get them back, which is obviously a bit of concern. A minute and a half is the charm. So here's what I'm saying. We put in 2, I guess. So we're going to cancel both of our Jason Dominguez orders here eventually. And you can see already right there, I didn't get my stubs back. I did that time, but not the second time. So it's quite weird, quite finicky with how that works. Sometimes you do get them, sometimes you don't. Pretty easy way actually to fix this. Just try going into the show shop. A lot of times you're going to see it pop up there. If it does not pop up, a couple other things people have been recommending is quick selling a comment to kind of, I don't know, flush, give yourself another transaction, and then it sometimes loads through. Usually just going to the show shop quick is going to reset your stubs and be able to use them on the market once again. A quite interesting one here. This, I want to give full credit to Famed Fryer, who is the guy who did the YouTube video that I was first aware of, with a kind of supposed, or he titled it as a glitch within Showdown, which essentially makes you able to easily earn vouchers. I wouldn't call it a glitch as much as I would a workaround of unexpected intentions from baseball simulation. That name's gonna catch on, I'm sure. So, first step, draft your Showdown team. And did you get that? Did you complete step 1? Great. Let's move on to step 2 here. Which is going to be either skipping to the final showdown, or if you aren't that experienced with the game, if you're not quite there at that point, feel free to play a few moments. However, you really shouldn't need that much more than the first 3. So the link to his will be in the description below. But the kind of workaround or glitch in his words would be the fact that they do not throw over. They do not make an attempt to throw you out while trying to steal a base, which has quite good implications for you, of course. Great, Trent Grisham is on first, as you can see. We're gonna steal. Yeah, if you've ever seen a late inning baseball game where it is 12-0, this is essentially what's going to happen. They're going to just let you have that base. The same is going to happen if I try and steal third base right here, as you'll see. Okay, there. I guess they changed the interface, but you can see he's easily into third base. Now, from what Famed Fryer said in his video, it is until you get your 8th run that they will just let you have that free pass. Try a little bit harder. Don't just swing at bullshit like I am right now. You know, a little bit hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, I suppose. But that's essentially it. You get on base. A single is now a triple. That does not mean you're guaranteed to win the game. You're still gonna have to focus, which is why I don't consider it a glitch, especially considering it is intended. It's just a loophole, a flaw in their, you know, drive for realism within this baseball sim. So that is going to help you out quite a lot. Obviously, you know, home runs help you out a good amount as well. So get on first. You can easily steal second and third. They're not going to hold you. They're not going to throw. That's going to get you up until 8 runs. And as long as you manage your time really, you should be able to do it. It's still going to take a level of skill and attention to gameplay, but I think it definitely is doable, and it's severely going to cut down the time you're going to need in Showdown. When I did my ball player video the other day, a lot of people questioning how exactly to change pitches if you're looking to make a pitching ball player to use online in DD. Pretty simple. You're going to have to go through the intro to Road to the Show. Don't worry, it's not too long. It's probably going to take you maybe a few minutes where you're going to be introduced, asked if you want to be a 2-way player, and then you're going to have this screen pop up where it asks you, is your pitches a 4-seam curveball and changeup? No, sir, coach, it is not. You drafted me. How are you not aware that I'm going to throw a sinker, a knuckleball, and yeah, you can change whatever pitches you want out of those 3, and then you'll upgrade them as you go throughout playing DD or Road to the Show, however you decide to upgrade. So you'll start out with 3 pitches. You can pick which ones you want, and yeah, pretty simple. Like I said, gonna take a few minutes. Definitely no big deal. Been talking about it in a few videos now. Daily moments are quite important and definitely something that you guys want to do, whether or not you've been playing since the opening night of early access or the other day with launch night officially on 4/20. You have daily moments, and you were able to get this 72 overall Jason Giambi. Now, I was going to make a full video on it yesterday, but I got caught up in Stadium Creator. The house that Brazzers built is ready for opening. You'll see that in the Fielder gameplay tonight, but if you are unaware of how evolution programs work, just talk about it really quick. You're going to want to go to Programs, Player Programs, Jason Giambi, and this is essentially the easiest way to knock these out. For stage 1, you have to get these 2 moments done in order to pass on to stage 2. You're going to start off with 10 points completed, so you have another 40 to go. The moments, I didn't find them too difficult. That's going to get you 20 right there. 10 plus 20 equals 30. The exchange, I do recommend this one. I actually made like 100k stubs on this doing it, if you guys stocked up on first baseman, which was quite nice. I think that's pretty easy to do. It's essentially going to take like a Max Muncy or a Luke Voigt and another silver card additionally, so it's only going to cost about 2.5k, which I think is easier than doing some of these other ones. And then tally total bases with Jason Giambi being 10. Just as I recommended for your creative player, boosting him is going to be through play versus computer against the Orioles, and you're going to want to be away on rookie and use your top starting pitcher. You're hopefully going to face that Jorge Lopez, again, that right-hander, and you are going to need to do that with the 72 overall Jason Giambi. So just make sure he's batting leadoff. He is a third baseman. You're going to have to find him there. And 10 total bases, I don't know, shouldn't take too long. That's the best way to get evolution programs done. Dashboarding multi-game moments. If you are aware of what that is, feel free to skip ahead in the video, but I constantly get people bewildered in the comment section and curious to know exactly what I am, referring to, or new players. So here we go. We'll take this player program with Eric Davis, for example. You see this multi-game moment, length 3 games to tally 6 hits. Now, multi-game moments, the reason why you want to dashboard. Now, I've already completed this, but let's just say, for example, as we'll hop into it, through 2 games, we had played 2 games, and we got 5 out of the 6 required hits. And in that last game, and after our last at-bat, we see we're not going to get another hit. What you could do instead of having to play that all over again to essentially give yourself another shot at earning that final and 6th hit in that 3rd game, instead of having to do all of it over again, having to get all 6 once more, you can simply hit the home button to whatever console you have. It works for all consoles, all generations, and head back into the game. So you guys saw I was at 2 games remaining. Of course, I didn't get a hit in the first game. I just, super speeded through to get the sentiment. You guys get what I'm saying right here. And it is going to, again, give you the ability to have another shot at earning that final statistic, whatever it may be, hitting another extra base hit, getting that additional hit that you may not have done in that final game, and without having to do all of it over again. It is not resetting, as many people have misconstrued. It is simply giving yourself another shot, because as you can see here, it saves your progress. So what I was saying, imagine you had 5 out of the 6 hits. You weren't going to get it on your final game, your final attempt. You can dashboard before the out is recorded. Make sure, pause the game, dashboard, hit the home button, load back into the game, and you'll have that opportunity ready to go right again as many times as you would like. There's no risk of getting banned. You are completely fine to do this. Brand new list here. You may or may not have noticed it already. Maybe don't look in the nooks and crannies of every portion of your screen or TV, but you can now have the ability to not just see pitch velocity, but also pitch control and also pitch break. And I always recommend to go and look through this. Again, the nitty-gritty, the nooks and crannies of this card. He has phenomenal control. 94 on the screwball, 84 on the four-seam, 89 on the circle changeup, with really good break. 99 max on the screwball, 90 plus on the circle changeup, and then low to high 80s on the four-seam and curveball, respectively. So this is really good for truly measuring how good a pitcher is going to be for you. Any choice pack, any sort of thing, just check to see really how good a pitcher is, not just looking at the front-facing attributes, the hit and K per nines. Another thing brand new that you just might not be aware of is you can filter your binder now. So it unfortunately does not allow you to filter duplicates, which is quite unfortunate. Quite not great. I'm not really happy about that, but there is things that it does, such as showing all cards eligible for the current event. So Lou Brock, for example, might want that card. Go pick him up for the event because you know he is going to be able to be used. Another thing that's going to be good for kind of just saving a little bit of time if you pull something in a pack and want to go list it on the market. So let's say you know, by some act of God, you were able to pull Mike Trout. Instead of scrolling all the way over to the Angels, just kind of type it in right there. Pretty good feature. Again, quality of life change for sure. One last thing I want to talk about is the first inning program, or rather XP in general. Talking about XP, this is specifically going to be in regard to how much the servers have been down lately. You can still earn XP even though the servers are down, even though you're not connected to the internet. You are still able to do that. And again, if you missed my video talking about XP, it will be linked up in the top right hand corner. That's the right hand corner. I did want to mention, of course, using that, I do have a specific roster in the vault titled GXP. A lot of you guys have been asking, Gomer, I can't download it. I know. There's nothing I can do about it. For some reason, the roster vault simply does not work. So for the time being, you could essentially just jerry-rig it yourself and put those players on the team, or just play as is on beginner. They're not really going to hit the ball too much. Again, watch my video to fully understand what I'm saying there. And then also want to mention double XP weekend. Earn double XP for playing games this weekend. There's no reason to hold out on finishing programs with the expectation of getting double XP for completing it. It is only going to be XP doubled for playing your games. So if the servers are, I don't know why I pressed road to the show there. If the servers are down, damn it, you are still able to earn XP. So if you want to grind something, you are still able to do that. I think that is going to do it. Hopefully it wasn't too long. We'll have to see. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions of any of the 10 topics that we covered today, make sure and let me know. As we learn more about the game, I could come up with another one. Just kind of things that are not so known, I guess I would say. You know, things that you guys should know, but also don't warrant an entire video on their own. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. Leave a like down below. As I said, subscribe if you guys are new. Definitely would appreciate that. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks, I'm Zowdy 8.